Hey, if you're investing in crypto, this is super important for you to know. There was just a recent lawsuit. It's a class action lawsuit against a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, where there's these token holders under BZX. They brought a class action lawsuit against the DAO in California, and the court decided that, well, really the DAO was a general partnership. Now, in the legal world, a general partnership is the worst type of structure you can possibly have for your business or DAO, because it creates unlimited liability for everybody involved. So in this case, there was a judgment of $1.7 million against the DAO. Now, everybody that bought the BZRX token actually may be 100% liable for the $1.7 million judgment. We call that joint and several liability in the legal world, where you can be responsible 100%, even if you only own 0.5% ownership of the business entity, and in this case, the DAO. So right now, if you are owning BZRX tokens, guess what? You just bought into a $1.7 million liability that you can owe. So it is super important for you to really do your research into what's going on with the DAOs. But this is going on literally right now, so you need to protect yourself and make sure you're not stuck in any DAO memberships with some untold liabilities. If you invested in certain tokens in crypto, right now, you actually owe $1.7 million, whether you know it or not. So 3 big challenges that DAOs are currently facing. A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. Generally, people are using those for crypto and tokenizing different smart contracts or even investment offerings. Now, with a DAO, there are some serious challenges. The first challenge being a court case out of California that decided a DAO was a general partnership, meaning every token holder has unlimited liability. The second biggest challenge is once a DAO has been set up, whoever set it up actually loses control, because everybody gets to vote and participate in the manager. And the third biggest challenge that DAOs are facing is, frankly, they're brand new, recently created really to support the crypto world. And because of that, they haven't gone through the judicial process, meaning there haven't been a ton of lawsuits filed, figuring out what laws can really be relied upon. And that's how we ended up with this general 100% liability for everybody that buys a DAO token. All right, something that you have to know if you're buying smart contracts, tokens, or cryptos that based on DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. They don't necessarily have a management there. So a court in California just decided that everybody that has an interest in a DAO should be treated as a general partner, meaning there's actually unlimited liability for anything that happens with the DAO. In this court case, the DAO got found liable for $1.7 million in losses. And guess what? Now, everybody that even bought a single token is also responsible for $1.7 million in liabilities. Something to look into and watch out for if you're in the crypto markets at all. If you're thinking about buying into a DAO that's based on some crypto or tokens, here's 3 risks that you really need to consider. Number 1, they seriously lack regulations. DAOs are not fully regulated, which can create legal and financial risks for investors and token holders like yourself. Number 2, there's a huge lack of accountability. DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, are decentralized and don't have a clear hierarchy or leadership structure, and that actually can make it super difficult to hold any individuals or groups accountable for their decisions. The third issue, our DAOs face serious governance challenges. Because DAOs are relying on consensus-based voting for decision-making, it actually can be pretty slow and difficult to achieve good governance. Additionally, there's a huge risk that majority control and the exclusion of the minority voices really can take away the controls, voices, or influence of the smaller investors. However, because it's been just deemed to be a general partnership by a court in California, those little investors still can have unlimited liability for what the DAO does.